Hey, middle school volunteers, I'm so excited for this Sunday. I think that this Sunday night is going to be awesome, specifically for our middle schoolers. We're going to be talking about the same idea, but a little bit different with both our middle school and high school as we continue in our series called Jeremiah. I don't know why I said called. Well, we continue in our Jeremiah series. This week, we're getting into more of the teachings of Jeremiah, and one of the things that thematically shows up in Jeremiah all the time is this question of this issue of idolatry. And Jeremiah is just constantly calling the people of Judah out and saying, like, hey, you are worshiping false gods that are not the one true God. And we look back on history and there's this historical disconnect because we aren't literally bowing down in front of wooden statues, not in America, not right now. And so what we're going to be doing is we're taking the same idea and we're running kind of two thoughts alongside it to contextualize it today. One idea is John Calvin's quote that says, man's nature, so to speak, is a perpetual factory of idols. And the second is Tim Keller's idea that an idol is anything more important to you than God. Anything that absorbs your heart and imagination more than God, and anything that you seek to give you only what God can give you. So we're going to be busting out this thing. I'm really excited about it. I think the camera should have followed me over here. But it's a priorities board. And on here, we're going to slap a few different priorities, and we're going to talk about different things that we elevate above God. How we can put God high up on our priorities list, but certain other things get higher up than him. I'm really, really excited about this because what this is going to do is we are taking this really broad, abstract idea because we don't actually bow down and worship these idols. And we're taking this abstract idea and we're going to make it concrete for some of our middle schoolers with these different things. It's saying hey, when are you elevating achievement above God, etc.? We've got a few of these. Now, the two things that I want you to be thinking of this week as we get into this. One is that this may be a really, really amazing breakthrough kind of opportunity night for some of our middle schoolers to look in their life and say, oh my gosh, I am putting some of these things above God, or I am looking to some of these things to give me only what God can give me. That might be one of the cases. And if that happens, what you need to be ready for is a night of talking about how much God has just infinite grace for us, and that doesn't make you a terrible person that you put things above God. The second thing that may happen through this is this may be a night that kind of kickstarts a pharisaical heart to where a student is like, oh man, I do put social media above God. I can never be on social media ever again because that's how I get rid of that on my priority list. And we don't want that either. To be a Christian is to constantly live in that tension that God has called us into this world for something intentional and purposeful. He hasn't called us to go live off in the mountains in huts by ourselves. And so that's the two things that I want you to be just thinking about, praying over, that these conversations, wherever they may lead, that the Holy Spirit would be working through you in a really powerful and really incredible way. Now, before we get into our message, we're going to be kind of having this conversation of what is an idol in the world today and how do students relate to that. And I think that is going to draw out some really, really great thoughts. I think that maybe by the end of small group, you're going to be like, wow, our kids don't even need to hear this talk. They already got it. Or maybe not. Who knows? But either way, just want to remind you guys, if we could be wrapping up small group around 7:30, that would be amazing. That way we could keep the night flowing. I know if something's happening in your small group, please let the Spirit lead. Go with that. If something is great is happening. But otherwise, you could try to wrap it by 7:30, and then We could do the message and have a little bit of time to hang out afterwards as well. So guys, all of that being said, I am just really looking forward to this Sunday. I think that this Sunday night will hold something really special, and I'm praying that it will hold something really powerful for our students as well. I love getting to serve with you, and I cannot wait to serve with you this Sunday night.